Hi, folks. This is Mountain Man coming to you from parts unknown. Aha, how is everybody doing? We'll see what kind of a signal I'm getting when we get some people in the stream, and I want to thank everybody for stopping by tonight. Whether you're here for the live stream or tune in afterwards. And if you want to be part of the chats and know when I go live, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Ha ha ha. So that way you'll know when I go live, we can all get together and have a good time. Anyway, what a day. Well, for me personally, it's been quite a couple of weeks, but we'll carry on, right? So anyway, this thumbnail never announced or moved because I'm using with my device to issue of things people got to understand. I don't think some people really understand just how bad things are. Not that we can't get around it. Not that we can't make our lives better, which we're trying to do with Mr. T. But in the meantime, there are some very basic things I think many people aren't understanding just how serious the situation is and just how serious the level of, I'll just say, danger that our country's in. People are too flip and too quick to give information out. And yeah, it can happen to the best of us. Remember, the founding fathers used pen names. When they did their pamphlets, their writings, because why? Because they get persecuted. That's why. So nowadays, it's not pen names, it's emails. And anyway, don't give out emails to anybody if you want to keep them quiet. I'll put it that way. Causes a lot of problems. So anyway, I hope my signal's coming in good. I've had my device disabled because of an email situation. Let's see. Is that Sherry? Hey, Gloria, Quilt, Robin, nice to see you. Wait a second. Diane, Kim, Richard. Oh my goodness, chats are jumping around. Melinda says 5x5. Good. Yeah, it's going to get worse. Stay safe and stay focused. Yep. Hi, Stephanie. You made it. That's good to see. Nice to see you. So anyway, KNS, how you doing? Just remember, the institutions, all right, what we're being shown that people didn't realize at the very beginning. We figured, we got Trump in, he's going to lock her up, and we're going to drain the swamp and all this stuff, and the court's going to straighten this out and do this, whatever. Well, we've been that the FBI did, okay? Our domestic law enforcement agencies are corrupted, okay? That our judiciary branch is corrupted, that our prosecutors around the nation are bought off, okay? That our election officials are crooked, okay? We're finding all that out. It ain't going to be easy, okay? It ain't going to be easy. And it's only just beginning. folks. Only just beginning. And I was going to play a video last night, and I didn't because I thought I would get in trouble. But I saw somebody did a video, a larger channel, using the same footage, so I feel safe doing that now. Hi, Miss Mindersu. How are you doing? I want to thank Zha, just like Miss Mindersu came by after hours, Zha, and Hilarious too for helping me out after hours on Buy Me a Coffee. I thank you all so much. Camperman did too. Where's Camperman? So I want to thank everybody who helped me out last month. We're in a new month already. Oh my goodness! But Angela and Pappy, Norm, Gary, Bevan, Mike, Christopher, Lone Wolf, Robin, all y'all helped me out last month. I appreciate it very much. So anyway, I'm going to go through a few things. I'm going to leave this photograph for a little bit. What is it? This one right here. Photograph. Dr. Fauchi testifying, so-called testimony. And this woman was sitting behind him, but she was at the end of there. He had a shirt on. You see what it says? J. Fauci, okay? Awaken Trillium, how you doing? Hi, Redhausen, how you doing? Yeah, I'm going to have to start over on some things because I got my pen, I'll call it my electronic pen name, got outed. Don't forget, folks, the medical system has been nationalized. It's part of the government now. Don't ever forget that. Whatever information you give, it's getting sucked right up by the NSA. So be cautious with everything. They don't need to know everything. Because once they find it out and stick in that computer, they get all the stuff on you. But anyway, dealing with the consequences of that. But I was talking about the video I wanted to show. I said was part of what I feel is a humiliation ritual, a exercise to tell the truth, and it had to do with Cuomo. And he seems like he's acting like he's being put on the spot, but I think he was being corralled into one of the channels where a lot of younger people view, and never did hear the stuff that we've been hearing for years. But I'll play this, and you listen to what truths come out. Now, before Fauci got up to test, okay? I recorded this yesterday. I did not play it last night because I didn't want to get in trouble, and maybe I'll get in trouble because I'm not a big channel. But let's go. Let me go ahead and cut my mic off and play this for you.
Obviously, there was so much talk that they don't want you to take ivermectin. Ivermectin is the way to go. Take it. Joe Rogan got better from ivermectin. And by the way, I don't like what people did to Joe Rogan about ivermectin. I don't like it. You did it. No. Okay, yes, you did. Find the clips. Dude, find the clips. You shamed Joe Rogan. Find the clips. You said he's taking horse dewormer. You and Don Lemon were chuckling at each other about it. No. I'll go find the clips. First of all, you just saw the clips. I'm not chuckling. I'm there. And it's absolutely there. Here, do we have it? Hold on. Let's play the clip. Go ahead.
Drugs for animals and
people telling them to. Oh my God. What person? You know, you talk about cancel culture and who to shame.
They are shaming themselves.
That's what it is.
They're shaming themselves.
So you're taking
for that. You weren't being clear that it was
All
this,
right.
and you know that, dude. You're being so dishonest right now, man.
I'm not
You
being
were talking
dishonest.
about ivermectin, the drug. You were not talking about this version of ivermectin. Come on,
I
man.
was responding to a searching out to take, and nobody knew what it was going to do to me. Look, I'm taking the drug right now. Obviously, I don't think it's all poison. I stopped calling it the horse drug when, and you can not like it, CNN's chief medical officer, who is Sanjay Gupta, said to me, you shouldn't just call it a horse dewormer. There's a whole legitimate aspect of the drug. So I stopped calling it that.
So, okay.
And then it went away.
By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. One of the best moments during the pandemic was when Dr. Gupta, who was just mentioned, went on Joe Rogan's podcast. For all the days of CNN like demonizing Joe Rogan, they send their top doctor out there onto his show, and he goes, why is everyone on your network saying I'm taking horse dewormer? Ivermectin's not. And Dr. Gupta looked down at his lap and went, yeah, no, they shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, there's casual conversation. What they got out to the public was that people were knowingly misinformed, okay? That there was a campaign, basically, to discredit viable treatments, okay? And if you listen to it more, even like Cuomo said, then it went away. What was he talking about? He wasn't talking about the Ivor stuff. He was talking about the CVID went away. So there's little tips in there, but it's all getting in the subconscious of people who have never heard this stuff before. The next day, Fauci's in the hot seat. Okay? Yeah, he got caught in a lie. Ian says, Faucienstein. How you doing, Ian? How you doing, Wayne? Nice to see you. Awakened Trillium's here. And Gary, how you doing? Ha ha. Yeah, the truth is coming out. Stephanie. Let's see. So I didn't want to play that last night because I didn't want to get in trouble. Plus, it was late in my stream. So anyway, here's something Mr. T put out a few weeks back. And it didn't get much play. I put it in my studio. And did you know this about Dish? They made a deal for good election coverage of crooked Joe Biden and his gang of thugs, question mark, question mark. Here we go again. The DOJ's fraud is moving to drop its fraud case against Dish. The timing is interesting. DOJ's fraud division is what they meant to say, is moving to drop its fraud case against Dish. Dish Network was in a hot seat, but they cut a deal with the Biden administration, and Trump pointed out that there's crooked goings-ons. So let's just put that on the record. Here you go. I haven't put this one up in a while, but when are we going to get people to see right here? If the Biden administration was a breakfast cereal, that'd be a good one to get a screenshot of and put it on your Facebook since everything's going so good. Hi, Lone Wolf. How you doing? MS Motorsports. How you doing? All right. So if you missed the beginning of the video, you can always go back and watch it. I gave a bunch of shout outs at the beginning. And did you all hear this news yet? Melinda Gates announces her resignation from the Gates Foundation to launch her own charity with a staggering $12.5 billion fund. I haven't seen Bubba yet, Cass. Hi, Yvonne. That's first I heard of. Now, they're supposed to have been getting a divorce. And I don't know if that's been patched up, worked on, or whatever. But this was maybe about 4 days ago, I think, or maybe 5 days ago. She announced her resignation. Remember what we were told? How you doing, Phil? Remember what we were told? Keep an eye on resignations. Okay. Here's some from Babylon Bee I didn't put up yet. Target unveils new line of Hamas intifada wear for children. Ain't that great? That was wild. That was while all the whatevers were stirring up. But anyway, couple of things. If I got people on the left that are tuning in because they hang out only so long. If they don't comment, they just leave. Liz Churchill put this out. There was an 81% miscarriage rate after the CVID, VA, and then X. This is the government's own data. And when I spoke up, I was offered millions to stay quiet, which I refused. So I was immediately fired. Dr. James Thorpe on the MASS casualties of the CVID vaccine. People go, oh, that's crazy talk. Well, that's a doctor right there. But you want to hear crazy? You think that's crazy? And I want to give a warning to all my nice viewers. You're all nice. But whenever there's adult language, I do let people know ahead of time unless I get mad and slip up. But anyway, you're going to hear strong language here. You can tell by the look on her face, MTG, that she's not in a good mood. And you'll hear the reporter slip in that Trump is a felon. That's the game they're all learning to play with their 4 a.m. talking points, okay? But anyway, let me cut my mic off so you can listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene. This will get me in trouble too.
No, absolutely not. I mean, everything I said is correct. It's how the American people feel. It's what we know to be a fact. It's all the evidence has been proven true. We have Jamie Raskin in there accusing us of worshiping Trump, worshiping as a convicted felon. And everybody, and you all too, the media worship George Floyd. Democrats worship George Floyd over George Floyd. And Raskin is in there saying we worship him. Excuse me, let me correct you, and this is really important. I don't worship, I worship God. God. And Jesus is my savior. I don't worship President Trump. And I'm really sick and tired of the bullshit annex I have to deal with constantly from the Democrats. So that's what we just went through in there. And then they're sitting there, they can attack my character all day long. What's his face in there? Whoever was talking last was calling me insane. But yet we can't say, oh, they're attacking my character. Oh no, it's nonstop BS and annex. You want to know why? The Democrats don't have anything. They're responsible for the lockdowns, forced vaccinations, kids being forced to stay home, people committing suicide, and all the horrors that this country lived through during COVID. Fauci belongs in prison. He should be tried for mass murder, and he should be tried for crimes against humanity. That's how I feel after that hearing. That's how the American people feel.
Yeah, it was pretty sickening watching the Dems interact with Dr. Fauci, praising him when we know exactly what he did, what kind of money he made off this deal. Money got funneled through his wife. How they did those mandates that caused so much psychological damage. So, we got to keep pounding away. And, if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. If I disappear for a while, I disappear. There you have it. And I want to show you, I pulled up some of my old videos, and this one you see on the screen here, Trust Me, and the dogs there, that was a year ago. The Beagles, remember, folks? Hi, Phil, how you doing? Melinda, nice to see you all. Roland, yeah, how you doing? So anyway, we got that there, and they brought that up. Marjorie Taylor Greene brought up a picture with the dogs and a description of what they did to those dogs. And don't you know, the very same day, this is ABC News. Tell me this is coincidence? The DOJ and the EPA have announced that the largest ever fine under the Animal Welfare Act, totaling more than $35 million in criminal fines, donations, and costs. I repeat, criminal fines to be paid by a company that surrendered 4,000 beagles, not just dogs, beagles, from a dog breeding facility in Virginia. In 2022, the DOJ secured the surrender of more than 4,000 dogs from a facility that bred and sold animals for research, saying the operators failed to meet minimum standards for humane treatment. Many of the dogs rescued from the breeding facility were adopted to new homes. So here you have one little critters that got saved. Who knows how many thousands of dogs were brutalized for really idiotic and nonsensical research or for gain of function. Okay? We'll get into that in a little bit. But anyway, I just want to show you, when I first started this channel, not my old channel, this channel, a year ago, I had put Fauchi in the spotlight. So I got a lot of videos in my catalog, folks. If you all want to go through there, like I said, I've got people watch dozens of my older videos, and I may make a mistake here and there, but here, wait a minute. What's this one? This is my prediction, okay? And I called it of rights. I put those words on that screen, on that drawing, that courthouse drawing. Trump suffering a deprivation of rights, okay? And you'll see by my titles that a lot of stuff we're talking about now is gonna be coming in the spotlight. Here, what's this one? Fauchi again. This was 6 months ago. All of them. I got the frog on there. Soon, okay? Along with a great many other things. Elon in Israel. And wasn't that interesting? Well, let's see what Elon's doing. Whoa, I took the wrong picture down. I got to put it back up. That's okay. But here we see Bo Loudon, must watch. The family of a disabled child drove 40 hours from California for the chance to see rightful President Trump. When Trump saw them, he made their dreams come true by asking for a photo. Share this post so people can get to know the real Trump hidden by the fake news media. Well, it's worse than him being hidden by the fake news media. Worse than him being hidden. It's him being mocked and slandered. My understanding Some of these individuals have law degrees. Here we go. Moron Trash Network. For the first time today, the Biden campaign referred to Trump by what he is, convicted felon Donald Trump. And they put this drawing up artwork, Anson, J-E-W? Who's that? But anyway, our country is being libeled, is being having slurs thrown at it multiple times a day. The supporters are being libeled and slurred. And by people who are supposed to be officers of the court. And I want to know how much of that is foreign money. But we know that Mr. T is doing this for us. Here we go. Instead of focusing on stuff like this, here Trump put this out right here. Donald Trump reposting Freedom, the mother who saved America. And there he is, Donald Trump, probably a picture from the 70s, wouldn't you say? But how many of you people can relate to this picture? Look at the appliance and cooking in the kitchen. Look at the kitchen table with the Formica top and the steel band around the steel band around the top of the table. And remember when metal cabinets came in? Not wood. You don't need wood. This is the new look in the 60s. Metal cabinets. And so anyway, it just makes Donald Trump and his experience, his life experience, and everything else seem all the more real. But you see how these people are supposed to be entrusted with justice, okay, helping citizens with the rule of law, to live in a civil society. That's what a law degree is all about, to be officers of court. You see how they abuse it. Equal justice under the law, they say. How about this one here? If only you could see what these eyes saw, there would be a revolution tomorrow. I'd venture to say more like today. Lone Wolf stopped by to buy me a coffee. I appreciate it, Lone Wolf, very much. Thank you. Pop through. Ha ha, ain't that something? So, anyway, I'm going to keep going on this equal justice theme. Here we go. This got posted just before I went live. I said, I'm going to get a screenshot of that. 4 years in prison. Film a Prano in the Senate hearing room. No charge. There he is right there. And I did a video about that. It said Senate defiled. Hi, Terry. How you doing? Yeah, porcelain stove. That's right, Gary. And the sink was probably porcelain too, you know. Metal with that white porcelain over top of it. Try to buy one of those new. I mean, my gosh. I had rental property that had them clawfoot porcelain sinks, all that stuff, all through the units. Built during the Great Depression. But anyway, here we go. Hunter Biden trial. You guys are my witness. Everybody in the chats right now, most of you in the chats are my witness. I talked about Joe DeGeneva and Gloria Townsend, okay? I felt that they would come into play and that they had been quiet and laying low for an extended period of time, remember? Well, they're starting to show up on Newsmax. A judge will sentence Hunter and then take it back. Well, I watched the video. I encourage you all to watch it too on Newsmax. But it's basically what I was saying, what they're going to do with scam Stankman fraud. They put out some sentence and everybody, oh my gosh, oh. Well, look what happened with Harvey Weinstein. Okay, one of his sentences, he got sentenced on 2 different situations. But, yeah, it's not written in stone, of course, unless your last name is Trump. Hi, Jerry, you still got a porcelain stove? Ha ha ha. Let's see. Yeah, a bunch of degenerates. Ape sitter. No, welcome aboard, ape sitter. Remember, use numbers for vowels in touchy words as we march through history here. You know what? This is another thing came up today. I said, oh my gosh, I got to show everybody this. What Pope John Paul called the culture of death. New York Post. Physically healthy Dutch woman, Zoraya Terbeek, 29, dies by assisted you-know-what-aside. Can anybody make sense of this? An attractive young woman like that, 29 years old. And what kind of government would condone doing that? But they did it. She's no longer with us. Instead of trying to imbibe hope, okay? And let them know that people care about them. Just as a part of the dignity of the human experience. Don't give up and don't be morose. But what do they push? What do they practice? What do they preach? The world's coming to an end. Our breath is a greenhouse gas. Cows are destroying the earth. Eat bugs and grass or we're all going to die. Of course, somebody's brain is going to frizz out if they fall for that stuff. Culture of death. But anyway, guess what Joe Biden did today? You know where the trial is? Of course, Trump's trial had to be in a territory where politically they lean very far to the left. And the jury gets picked from a leftist jury. Where does Hunter Biden go? Delaware, Joe's hometown, home state. Got bridges named after him. Been running the state since the 70s. That's where Hunter goes. And they're doing jury selection today and probably tomorrow. But Biden actually shows up to make a statement. Biden is sending a signal. If you mess with my son, you mess with me. Don't forget the evil grin. When he was talking about Trump, I might play that video at the end. Well, I don't know. If the stream will hold up. Yeah. Here, let me put up some stuff. I'll show you. If you all don't get check Citizen Free Press on True Social, they put up a lot of good stuff. But I didn't get a clip of this because I would not be able to play it on this platform. But I feel it shows the importance of fathers. What you see in the corner there in the picture is a fat, woke comedian, okay, named Jamie Caravaggio. if I said that right, gets hammered by a Spanish right-wing activist, Alberto Pugilato, after making P3DO comments about his 3-month-old son. There was also some foul language in that was printed on the screen, so I didn't get a screenshot of it. But this guy said some disgusting things about the man who confronted him about his 3-month-old son. And he got up, and let me tell you, the importance of fathers. He got up and he put one upside his head. Back in the corner he went, and he dressed him down. He said, "You ever talk about my children again?" In that kind of a disgusting way. And he told everybody in that comedy club, "Hey, I apologize how far I'm acting, but I'm defending my children against a scumbag." And he tried to say something at the very end, and he put another one upside his head. And I guarantee you, he won't be behaving that way when it comes to young kids. And he said, right there, he's telling him, tell me to my face right here, right now. And the guy was shaking in his boots. So that's the importance of fathers. You know, I know I've talked about what my dad would do with this stuff if it happened during our day. You know, this got posted on Russian media. The Speaker of Georgia Parliament signed the law on foreign agents. It came into force. I thought it came into force a couple of days ago. Apparently, the final signature was today. Now the Ministry of Justice of Georgia and the National Public Registry Agency must create a list of organizations operating in foreign interests within 60 days. I think we're going to see that get passed here. Foreign influence. Who's getting paid to do some of these videos? Okay, who's getting paid on some of these platforms to push certain points of view and content and suppress others? I've got an article. Well, I'll just have to go till I come across it. Here we go. Let's get a little humor. Babylon Bee. No foul after Caitlin Clark crushed by an anvil. Did you see where she got pushed by that other girl blindsided? And the other girl said it was because she was straight and she was WHITE. Okay? That's why she did it. And nobody bats an eye. Well, as far as the GAN's trenders, here's what I got to say. Same thing here. Don't tell me I have to accept you for who you are when you couldn't accept yourself for who you were. And I hope Caitlin gets all the success in the world. I hope she stays safe as can be. And she continues to put out a good example. Big developments in old Mexico. Did you all know they were having an election down there? New president of Mexico. Well, no, Mexico City mayor. I'm sorry. Not president. AMLO's the president of Mexico. Mexico City mayor, Claudia Sheinbaum. She won the election and became president of Mexico. On her father's side, Scheinbaum's ancestors are Lithuanian JWS. Now, I don't know why this is a report from the East. I don't know why they found that to be a point to make, but if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. She went to the elections with the full support of Obrador and the ruling party, winning with a serious advantage. According to election statements, she plans to continue the previous course, adding to it the fight against gender inequality, what? Climate change? Oh, brother. And solving problems with migrants at the U.S. border. Yeah, right. As usual, the fight against the dominance of cartels is declared. But here, too, no big changes are expected. Now, she's going to keep playing ball with the cartels. There's only one way to get rid of them. And Trump said how he's going to do it, just like he got rid of ISIS. So the climate change boneheads got an ally in Mexico. Here we go. Kim Kardashian flew all the way from LA to Paris just because she wanted this one cheesecake from a specific hotel named Hotel Costas, and then flew home. And you drink from a paper straw to save the world. Yeah, she's a green freak. That's right. Showing how bad they can make it, Gary. That's exactly right. Educating everybody. It's going to get a lot worse. You think so, Em? You think Hunter's going to be not guilty? Well, he's got one of the best attorneys to bring reasonable doubt. He'll be able to pull every little rabbit out of the hat. Hi, Jerry Lee. How you doing? Just cruising through the chats here real quick. Well, I tell you what, if we get something passed about foreign influence money coming in, that's going to be the end of that Sorosio business. That's right, P. Diddy. That's right, Kim Kardashian. Anyway, that's pretty telling, because I had something about where is that? About those plastic straws. Here we go. The Green Movement. A paper straw in a plastic wrapper. The Green Movement in a single picture. The idiots. Hi, Angela. How you doing? That's right, Roland. A lot of gun laws. That's what I've been bringing up. You know, when somebody like Hunter Biden gets up there in the hot seat over Second Amendment rights, then they'll start seeing it the way we look at it. Greta watching Hunter do a line with a plastic straw instead of a paper one. Ha 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 ha. She does not approve. Here, have a little levity. No, you make me a sandwich. And the cool guy says, how about a salad? I'm just joking. Here's Trump. I'm 100%. I'm 100% DEI. Deport every illegal. There you go. That'll burn them up. Get a screenshot of that. Because, let me see. Did I get that video? Well, I might not got that one picture of what the Dems see every time they go to bed. Well, I heard Elon Musk. Let me see. I got a couple of things on him. Let's see. Great damage. Elon Musk ripped the New York City Trump conviction. If a former president can be criminally convicted over such trivial matter, motivated by politics rather than justice, then anyone is at risk of a similar fate. Well, some of these younger people, this is the only thing they're going to listen to. But is this where he is going to have a talk? Here we go. Elon Musk to stage town hall with Donald Trump. That is going to break the internet. Now, everybody's going to tune into that. And it's going to make them want to go after Elon Musk even more. They keep saying Elon Musk is next. They're going to drum up some kind of cheap charges against him and try to shut him down. They're trying to break Trump. I was watching different attorneys about what they think is going to happen with Trump with his so-called sentencing. But here, right away, every paper, Philadelphia Inquirer, guilty, guilty, convicted, guilty, guilty. Atlanta Journal-Constitution, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, Boston Globe, Gazette, all of them. Can't wait to get that word out, what they consider a word. So let's see. Boy, that'll be nice. Having those two do a town hall. That'd be great. Let's do it. Here's what the Dems see when they go to sleep right here. Ha ha. Good night, everybody. Good night sleep. Jail Fauci and Trump laughing in your face because that's where it's going to end up. Here's a quick video I didn't get to play last night. And, I was showing videos of people of color, and this is, it's TikTok, but I think the volume will do good. I think you'll all be able to hear what the man's got to say. But we're hearing things from people from different races, different accents, ethnicities, all kinds of stuff. But a Democrat defects after seeing what they did to Trump. Let me cut the volume off, my mic off, and I'll play it for you.
What about why you're out here today?
I'm Ruben Vargas. I'm a former district leader of the Democratic Party. But because of everything that they have been doing to Donald Trump, that they have been doing to America with the borders, the way that they have been attacking Donald Trump, that has told me that I didn't belong in that party. I am here defending Donald Trump because defending Donald Trump is defending democracy, defending the way of life of the United States. It's defending the freedom. Trump is actually defending the Constitution of the United States because Donald Trump will go back to the presidency and will restore. With Donald Trump, those wars, none of those wars, those hundreds of thousands of people that have died in those wars since he left, none of those wars would have happened. And these people have no regard for human life. And they have the man get reelected, more wars. We don't know how many more wars they're planning to do. Every country borderline, they will be on wars that they're trying to do that. Even Haiti and the Dominican Republic, they're trying to cause that. without needed. They're trying to put war everywhere. And then I am here.
He mentioned Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Remember what's going to come out, okay? On what I posted on about the 17th letter. Here we go. For people that keep doubting about this, endless lies, endless wars, endless inflation, endless printing, endless oppression, endless subjugation, endless surveillance, who will put an end to the endless, taking control? Over a year after this post, Mr. T reposted this. For people that don't understand the connection between the 17th letter and Mr. T, put an end to the endless. Island Girl, how you doing? Hi, Kathy. You got to watch from the beginning after the broadcast, Kathy, because I put up a ABC article about those 4,000 of them rescued in Virginia. And remember, Virginia is part of the DMV. Who gave us that term? DMV. DC, Maryland, Virginia. Okay? Fonnie Willis told us that term. I went to the DMV. Me and Nathan went to the DMV. We took a G to the DMV. Well, guess what, Fonnie? Your appeal or whatever the hell's going on about whether or not you're supposed to have your rear end on that case or not isn't even going to get any motions heard till October. Never mind your case against Trump. So it's going nowhere. Jack Smith is going nowhere. Mercan, whether he knows it or not, he's on the damn hot seat. He thinks he's in control, but he's not. Did I have that? I should have got that. Oh, well, speaking of, who's in control? Trump's in control. I had the one where he said, jail Adam Schiff, put Adam Schiff in prison now. He's not doing that for nothing. Here, Fauci heard from a real doctor. People would confuse new Rand Paul Fauci videos with old Rand Paul Fauci videos. Okay? Georgia Congressman and real doctor Rich McCormick, who actually treated COVID patients, reminds Fauci he was censored by his government and had his medical license threatened for disagreeing with bureaucrats. Okay? He doesn't look very happy either, but he told him to his ugly, ugly face. Here's a little something to remind everybody about right here. Everything I don't like must be banned. Everything I do like is a human right and must be paid for by others. There's your demon rat right there. Dan Scavino. He's on Truth. And I remember I posted a video last night and I said, you can't really hear it, but in the background, the Phil Collins song was playing. Do y'all remember me saying that about a video I posted last night? Or it might have been, it had to have been last night because I did a picture show. Well, today, Scavino posted a 6-minute video of Phil Collins at a packed concert. I mean, people were almost as deep as a Trump rally. And he played that very song. I Can Feel It. Okay? Coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. That's all the post was. The entire song. And it sends a chill up your back when you think about what's going on, what we've all been going through, and what Mr. T has been going through. He made up his mind to run even before that correspondence dinner we talked about last night from 2011. He was already working with the military. Let's check in on Zelensky. Zelensky over in Ukraine, how's he doing? Here we go. Not too good. There we go. Running out of money, or what's going on? They're getting real close to your BIO labs. How you doing, Richard? Jerry, how you doing? Yeah, Genesis. I can't play the video. I'll get a copyright. So I can't even play one lyric. Boom, I get a copyright strike. Here's what Clandestine had to say. Jim Jordan is grinning ear to ear and winking at the end because he knows Fauci just perjured himself. Because Jim Jordan is the one who released the emails seen above. I didn't get screenshots of it, but it's where he digs his own hole. Jim just laid a trap, and Fauci walked right into it, where he claimed that he never said that they came from the lab. He kept an open mind and all this crap. What's this one? Disgraced former about real Donald Trump going to prison. I don't know if you saw it or not, but Comey, another one who we haven't heard much out of. And then all of a sudden, around the same time, we were starting to hear from other people who have been laying low for a very long time. He comes out and does back-to-back interviews. This one, he says, well, they could put Trump in a trailer out in a field where he can exercise and be away from the general population to go ahead and lock Trump up, is what he's saying. We'll see. We shall see who gets locked up. Midas Trash. Let's see what they got. What's this about? Washington Post. We are losing large amounts of money. Washington Post. Your audience has halved in recent years. People are not reading your stuff. I can't sugarcoat it anymore. Washington Post CEO and publisher Will Lewis told his staff Monday amid a major leadership shakeup at the paper they will collapse under the weight of their own illegality. I was hoping somebody would ask Fauci about all these sudden lights out for people, young people, athletes. Nobody got around to it. But some of you sports fans may remember this cowboy football player, Larry Allen. He went on vacation with his family, 52 years old, on vacation like that, lights out in a snap of a finger. And a Citizens Free Press, that time when Larry Allen, who passed today at age 52, he benched 700 pounds at Cowboys training facility. I remember Ivan Koloff. This is for those of you who remember wrestling. And Tony Atlas Tony Atlas got close to 600 pounds. And Maya did 600. Ivan Koloff, 600 was a golden mark. If you could get to that, 600 pounds. But he did 700 pounds. And he's gone. 52. Young. So I wanted to hear what Fauchi has to say about that. What do you got to say about these young people corking off? I haven't done a study. Is that what you're going to tell us? Here we go. Amount raised for President Trump's campaign in May alone. 141 million in small donations. Almost 300 million overall. Today, President Trump a massive 141 fundraising in May. A response of support for President Trump while facing the sham Biden trial. A verdict that outraged and motivated Americans from every walk of life. Remember, over a third of that is after the conviction. Thank you. You're motivating us. This overwhelming financial success is a result of over 2 million donations. This doesn't include the last 3 days because it's a new month. A record which came in an average of $70.27 in addition to the staggering amount. 25% of May's donors were brand new to the campaign, making the month the best ever recorded in campaign history. Additionally, organizations supporting Trump raised another $150 million in May. Taken together, the campaign and other supporting organizations raised almost $300 million during the month of May alone. Also a record. Holy cow. Gary, stop by, buy me a coffee. Speaking of fundraising. 23 minutes ago. I'm sorry about that, Gary. You're still out there, I hope. There you go. It's easy to see that the battle between good and evil is on full display. It most certainly is. It most certainly is. And you gotta be wondering, about these people that can't see it. America spent 50 years fighting the USSR just to become a gay, retarded version of it. Of course, no disrespect to the Russian people, because they're not the USSR anymore. They're the Russian Federation. Here's one that I didn't get to talk about from a couple of days ago, about 4 or 5 days ago. Big day in courts today. Soros-backed Alvin Bragg case provided by AA, AA, highly conflicted judge, has completely fallen apart. Faller. Apart. Virtually every legal scholar and expert has stated there is no crime, there never was, it was a complete hoax. But the other side has a judge who's fighting for them all the way. This was on the 25th, 8 days ago. I didn't get into it because I said, I got to keep an eye on stuff and check things out and see if I can figure out why he put 2 A's in there and why he spelled fallen with an R at the end. And then I forgot about it. So, for some of you all who think, well, I know he puts little messages in with misspellings sometimes. That's not sorcery, okay? That's not sorcery. That's not, anything spiritually mystical. It's like pig Latin, ixnay about the whatever nay. So Anyway, that's just a little something for any folks that might find that curious, as do I. Here we go. Genuine American president, cheap Chinese knockoff. Okay, America, make your choice. Genuine American president with a mom, okay? Self-made man, not a politician, or that thing next to him that spent a half a century, more than half a century. Cameraman, how you doing? Yeah, Angela, I hope you feel better, honey. I'm going to drive this one home. I've talked about it before, but people that I saw some people in chats today during the testimony that were sticking up for Fauchi, okay? I couldn't believe it. It was only like 2 people out of 200, but they were sticking up for, and they could have been bots, okay? Well, do your research. The doctor I mentioned earlier, the representative that's a doctor, there's 2 doctors right there, plus this person right here, former vice president at Pfizer, Dr. Mike Yeadon. You have to be brave now. We're in the middle of the biggest crime in history. This is serious business now, folks. This is the former CEO of Pfizer. Is he bracing us for uncomfortable truths? It's global. It has the intent of control, removing everybody's freedom, and will involve KILLing further millions, if not billions of people. It is long planned. If you comply with this tyranny, it will end with the loss of your liberty and probably your life. You guys getting that? The ones who still sticking up for Fauci? That's what's going to happen if you and everybody else choose to do nothing at all. Here, if you want a screenshot to send to your recalcitrant friends, they can research Dr. Mike Yeadon. Hi, Lori. How you doing? Gary, put in booms. Boom, boom, boom. Ha ha. Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me see. It's late enough in broadcast that I can, I'm going to leave that up there for a little bit. Let me see if I can put some booms in. Well, I want to make sure I've got other stories. Let me, here we go. Here we go. Here's some hearts for everybody that went to buy me a coffee. Woo, woo. And, I started off the broadcast by saying people didn't realize how dangerous things were. I got booms going off all over the place. Pow, pow, pow. How serious things were and how dangerous things are, and to be on guard, and how important it was to guard your privacy and not to trust. It's a damn shame. You can't trust the medical industry. You can't trust judges. You can't trust prosecutors. You can't trust our congressmen. And what did I put up about trust? How we can regain the trust? Only through transparency, arrests, and prosecution. It's the only way we can instill trust of the people in these institutions. I mean, the fact that I was talking about issues I was talking about earlier in the broadcast, I won't repeat. All stems from people not taking seriously how much these people want to do us damage. And they can do the most damage by violating your privacy, by silencing your words, and by intimidating you and having you live in fear all the time. You end up with people like this. Who think there's no hope and that nobody cares about them. 29-year-old in a nation that doesn't cherish life in all stages and conditions. That's not what a government is supposed to do. So anyway, keep your guard up, folks. And if you take time to think about it, you get emotional. And you have to, tell the story, take it seriously, but soldier on. And that's what we try to do every day. Here, post on your Facebook or wherever. My account that I had associated with an email that was given to somebody that shouldn't have been given to has been blitzkrieged, okay? And on there I had a ghost account that I can't use anymore because somebody didn't take seriously privacy, okay? And trying to operate under a pen name, which electronically speaking is a secretive email. When you give it to where government entities have access, they nuke your stuff. They'll wipe your device remotely. And that happened to me, and I can prove it. And it's got me very upset, so I'm not talking about it very much. But people who wanted the vaccine passports 2 years ago are the same people who now allow illegal aliens to board airplanes without ID across America. And the Washington Post got it bad. Well, Disney, okay, I'll go ahead and read this Babylon Bee, but then I got a question. Bob Iger insists Disney stock drop not caused by failure of latest movie, Gay Black Pinocchio protests for Palestine. Who is fronting these losses? Who's paying for this stuff for them to continuously fail? And is there going to be consequences for people that are intentionally causing these companies to fail and for their shareholders to be fleeced? That's what's happening. And it's all to push a message, and it's all to promote foreign influenced illegal psychological warfare campaign. This has been flying around New York right here. How about that? Somebody is getting out the message. President Trump did nothing wrong. I'm just looking through the chats. Hi, Sissy. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, we got to do something about that bar association. We gotta redo the whole damn system. I was watching an attorney today who was saying, "Well, what Mercan did is wrong, but not illegal," and given all these reasons. In a normal world, normal mistakes, errors, as they say with judges, the court erred. The court made a mistake. Well, my response to him saying it's not illegal is BS. Okay, because we're not in normal circumstances. We're in a time of war. And they're participating in a operation to remove a duly elected and keep him removed. A duly elected president, national security issue. It is against the law, and it's against the laws of war. And you will see, my estimation of the situation, you'll see Mercan being the one going to jail, not Trump. If Trump goes, that's one thing. But Mercan's day is coming. Fauci's day is coming as far as justice under a legal system, not their legal system. Democrats, when an election approaches, Russian disinformation, water pipe burst, CVID, the issue I can't talk about with stamps on it, BLM, big tech censorship, 51 intelligence agencies. They got a big, I like the way that lady's been sitting there through the whole broadcast with her shirt on. Isn't that nice? I'd like to send her flowers. But anyway, I'm just looking through here, my studio, and I am going to, let's see, find a video that I can leave you all. Here we go. I'll put a couple other things up right here. Black Lives Matter. They spent thousands and thousands of dollars to paint that stripes in New York and whatever cities is Gunther Eagleman. I agree. Black Lives Matter. I know which one I forgot to put up. Trump even made a comment about it. Where we had here we go. Migrant. A neighbor, right? Migrant who shot 2 police officers in Queens crossing the U.S. illegally. So there's videos on it, and Trump made a comment about how they're spending all these millions of dollars chasing Trump. And I tell you what, being a cop now, here's one video I watched. It's scary. I mean, these guys came in this house on a domestic dispute. They were talking to the woman. They were walking through the house, asking what was going on. And this woman, in a blink of an eye, you see how she is. She reached under the blanket on that little bed there and pulled that out like she'd been practicing for an action movie. And she started pulling the, you know what? And she didn't make it. So I can see why some of these officers can get trigger happy. I don't condone it, but people are flipping nuts. And people, the police have to go into crazy situations. All right, folks, I'm going to close out with our friend Putin. And I'm going to have Jail Fauchi on the screen while this is playing. But I appreciate you all spending your precious time with me. I appreciate Lone Wolf for helping support the channel tonight. And also Gary, I appreciate it very, very much. And everybody else that I mentioned earlier, gave shout outs to at the beginning of the broadcast. That's right, cameraman. It's not worth it to be a cop anywhere in the U.S. Well, some towns it's good. We still got a solid base of what we call traditionally America. And we are the elites. We are the silent majority. We are the forgotten man and woman, but we're going to be forgotten no more. And the best is yet to come. I appreciate you all spending your precious time with me. And I hope you have a great night. And I'll be broadcasting again tomorrow if everything goes all right. And I got to straighten things out with what I was talking about earlier. And there's more details than that, but we won't worry about it right now. I hope you all have a great night. I'll be seeing you soon. This is Mountain Man, over and out.
You want to play this? Okay. Come on. Okay. Do you want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend.